Welcome back to the second episode of Science with Jake. Today we're going to be talking about the other types of cells that support neurons in the nervous system. In our last episode, we talked about a neuron. Hopefully you have a pretty good understanding of what that is. If not, go back, watch the last video, and then meet me back here. Now we can talk about glial cells. That is G-L-I-A-L. I will put it on the screen for you. I don't know if I pointed the right way. I think I did. These are the other cells in the nervous system that play a crucial role in supporting, protecting, and maintaining the function of neurons. Let's talk about 4 of the main types. 3, 2, 1... Cue the overlay. Let's first look at the oligodendrocytes and the Schwann cells. These are both what make up the myelin sheath that we talked about in the first video. Again, speeding up that action potential, which we'll talk about in a later video. But speeding up the signal that is transmitted through the neuron. Note that the oligodendrocytes are found in the central nervous system, so that's going to be your brain and your spinal cord, while the Schwann cells are found in the peripheral nervous system, which you can just think of like everything else. Technically, it's motor and sensory stuff, but think just everything else that's not your brain and your spinal cord. Then on the left here, we have these things called astrocytes. Those are star-shaped cells that basically perform structural and metabolic tasks. They do a lot more things, but for now, just think structure, metabolism, metabolic function, structural stuff. That's what you need to know. Finally, right here, we have microglia, and these are really cool. They're basically like the immune center aspect of their nervous system. They're gonna act like macrophages and phagocytes, and they're gonna patrol the nervous system for pathogens and damage. Macrophages and phagocytes, just think of things that are gonna be eating other cells. They're gonna be eating waste, eating debris, eating pathogens. That's their job. They're gonna be clearing out the nervous system of these pathogens, and I just think that's so cool. What a cool cell. I said we were only going to talk about 4 types, but you know what, while we're here, let's talk about these other 2 as well. So we've also got these ependymal cells, and they're involved in the production of the cerebrospinal fluid in the brain, as well as the lining of the spinal cord itself. And then over here, we've got these satellite cells. You're going to find these wrapped around ganglia, which is basically a group of neurons in the peripheral nervous system. So again, peripheral nervous system, think like sympathetic, parasympathetic, sensory type stuff. If you didn't understand those words, that's okay. That's not the point of this video. All you need to know is that these also provide protection and support like all of the other glial cells we have talked about. Look at you guys, you're learning so much. Look at what we've gone through. You've already gone through the neuron, the other types of cells. Look at what are we on to next? Oh, I know what we're on to next. We're on to the action potential. Get ready for the next video, guys, because we're actually gonna split this topic into 2 because it's pretty detailed. So get ready, I'll see you in the next video.